Thank you for the recording. I'm gonna try that again. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to S.O.A.R. Yes, yes, I am super excited. Good evening, everyone. I am excited. I am elated. I am over the moon. Just glad to have you all here with us this evening. And for the next 12 weeks, this journey that we are going to take together, that we have taken many times before, but with every cohort, it is just another opportunity for us to get to know each other and another opportunity for us to make history together. And so, my name, without any further ado, and or going too far down that rabbit hole just yet, I am going to introduce myself and I'm going to introduce um, my co host for the evening, my ride or die friend since high school. And one of the individuals who know exactly why S.O.A.R exists because he's been a part of the same program that I was a part of in high school, and some of you have heard my story, and you'll hear a little bit more about that. But so I'm Rosie McCamry, and I am the founder and CEO of S.O.A.R Hospitality and Travel, and I am here with accompanied with my co-host for the evening, Chef Andre Blasingame. So we're going to make this a very exciting, very quick, less than or 1 hour or less orientation, but we want to make sure that we get all of the information in. It's a fun-filled, packed evening for you all to get to know who we are, what we do, why we do it, and why it is so important for you all to be sitting in those seats where you're sitting right now. I'm also accompanied by some of our finest S.O.A.R board members and instructors. And so if they can turn off or turn on their cameras and so we can see your lovely faces as well. They'll introduce themselves a little bit later. We have Mr. JR, Professor J in the house with us. We have my amazing husband, Professor Leon, Dr. Kennedy, my best friend, Professor Kennedy. And I think that's all we have. And of course, yes, Miss C. Morgan. She is going to get y'all right and tight in some of these classes this
All right.
cohort, okay? So, Chef Dre, you want to give a brief introduction of yourself before we get started, sir?
Yes. What's going on, SOAR? Scholars, excited to be here. Chef Andre Blasingame. I live in Dallas, Texas, originally from Louisville, Kentucky. I handle the hospitality and travel cohort that you'll be doing for 4 weeks of the 12-week program, where you're getting an opportunity to uh, learn to cook some things and be able to, produce some of your own recipes and dishes. I'm definitely excited, and I want to make sure this is on a recording because me and Rosie have this running joke. Sometimes, we call each other brother and sister. And so the last time that I called her a friend, she checked me for almost about a year, talk about you are my brother. We've been down since four flat. So she said I was her friend today. And I just wanted to make sure that she knew for the next year, we're just going to be friends. So, no, I'm just kidding. But I love you, sis. And so we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead and hop into this, not to belabor any more time. But I'm excited for all of you to be here. Looking forward to giving you some great education and, man, seeing you guys at the top and soar to the top. Back to you, Rosie.
Excellent. Thank you, Chef Dre, for that amazing intro. And we're going to get to know some of our other instructors and some of our board of directors a little bit later on in the class. But we're going to get started. So, S.O.A.R Hospitality and Travel, for those of you who don't know, it was birthed out of an experience of my own and that of Chef Dre's, where we were sitting in those same seats, maybe not virtually, right? Because there was no such thing as virtual class back then. But we were actually in a program that allowed us to travel internationally, that we got to learn, all about hospitality and travel. We got to, travel to Barbados. We got to travel. I think he went to Hawaii, and I didn't get to go to Hawaii, but I went to Disney World. And, we really got to travel, and we really got to see a lot of, uh, our perspective was a little different after that, right? We got to see a lot of things that we'd not gotten to see. We were young and we, lived in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm originally from New York, moved to Louisville, Kentucky, went to high school a couple of years behind Chef Dre. but we were both in the program, and that is where we met, and that is where we, befriended. And he has absolutely become a brother to me. And so that is the goal tonight: is that you start this journey with your fellow peers, and you will continue the relationship. You will continue to grow and thrive together, even as you go into your adulthood. And so we're very excited about that. So S.O.A.R stands for Success Over and Above Reality. We were established in 2013. But we really didn't start getting into, the thick of things, and we really didn't start doing any programming until 2020 at the height of the pandemic. We came together, put our minds and our likenesses together, and decided to come up with a business and entrepreneurship boot camp. And then thereafter, obviously, our real bread and butter, or our real the bedrock of this foundation, really stemmed from hospitality and travel. And so we put together this boot camp. Chef Dre, and he and Miss Chastity, Dr. Chastity Kennedy, put together the hospitality and travel. JR, Miss C, and Miss Latoya put together along with everyone, we all put together this very tremendous cohort for you guys, and very tremendous curriculum for you all. And so this is where we are right now. And so without any further ado, we're going to go on and move forward into our presentation for this evening. But our goal is to empower underserved youth to become future change agents. And we hope that you enjoy this journey with us. All right. And let me know if you can or cannot hear the video.
There's no sound on the video.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not sounding right now. Oh, we had it all together until we didn't. Give me 1 second. All right. 1 second, because I did share my sound. I'm not sure.
So, while my sister is handling, dealing with that sound, do me a favor. Everybody put in the chat and let me know what city you're from.
Yes,
I'm,
please.
I'm in, I'm currently in Louisville, Kentucky, but I reside in Dallas, Texas. And so I always like to see the different places, because like our last cohort, we had, I don't know, half of them were from Texas last time. And then we also had Florida, we had North Carolina, Atlanta. I mean, not Atlanta, New York. We was what, 5, 6 states deep? Let's see what we got. Oh, we got Linden, got the ATL. Got the NYC, Roselle, Rahway, Brooklyn, but moved to New Jersey, Rahway, New York, upstate New York. Okay. Somerset, New Jersey, grew up in Queens. That's JR. I should have looked at the I should have looked at the name. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Rose, are we back up?
We're getting there. Give me 1 second.
Cool. Let me go back to this chat. Let me see. I think it's the first time we got somebody from Georgia in here. I'm loving it, Atlanta. Let's see. Kimberly. Where is Kimberly?
All right, let's see if we can share with the sound now.
Amaya. Kimberly Amaya. Welcome, ATL.
All right. Can everyone see my screen? I'm not sure what's going on.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start our slideshow, and hopefully you can hear.
Boom.
Can you see this? Because I can't see my slideshow. I don't know what's going on with this presentation. I had it all together, y'all. I promise you I did.
We love technical difficulties in Zoom.
Oh my gosh. Listen.
I mean, we can see the unformatted version of your slideshow. So
yeah, but I'm not sure why it's not giving me the presentation. I'm so sorry, guys. All right. Well, let me just pull up the presentation in the format that it's in. It was really just an introduction video that I love to show right before we get into the course information, just so that you guys get a sort of a brief overview of who we are as an organization. Some of you may have already seen the video in the past, and so or rather through one of our meetings together. And so I just wanted to, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry, guys. I literally had it together.
You know, it happens. It
Yeah, but
happens.
That happens to me each and every cohort.
yeah, right?
So
It's
I'm
like
not
every
Right.
like,
cohort it happens like that.
I'm
Yep.
just like, oh, so it's not just a me thing.
It's
Okay.
not
All
just a
right.
you thing. And I'm just like, I literally had everything up and running and ready to go. And now it's like giving me problems. So we're not gonna belabor the time. Uh yeah, I'm gonna go back into the
Let me see if I can
presentation.
pull it up.
Yeah, so I'm here and I'm going to see if you guys can see it. We apologize. But this is all a part of technology. And so these are some of the things that you might have to think about and how, we can address some of these technological issues and your ideas and some of, your thoughts about enhancing programs and technology and making it better for everyone. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Can everyone see my screen?
Nope, because I'm sharing. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I
Can
may
you
have
see
to
my
stop.
screen?
Nope, okay, I can see your screen.
Okay.
All
I'm gonna
right,
go
let's see
to
if we can hear your sound. Right, so the video, it only plays for some reason on Canva. So I tried to download it, but it wasn't playing. Um, there it is, but it's playing as a separate.
Yeah, we'll go back to the link. Let's see if we
Yeah,
can at least get sound.
there we
At
go.
S.O.A.R Hospitality and Travel, we believe in more than just
Teamwork.
possibilities. We believe in purpose. We equip the next generation with tools to lead, to serve, and to dream beyond their zip codes. In our virtual and hybrid classrooms, young entrepreneurs are born. On college tours and global internships, doors open, perspective expands. Through mentorship, community outreach, and real-world training, our scholars rise with confidence and clarity. From the block to the boardroom, from vision to action, our programs create pathways. We don't just educate, we empower. We don't just inspire, we ignite. This is more than a program. This is a movement. We are S.O.A.R, success over and above reality, empowering underserved youth to become future change agents.
All right, teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you, Chef Dre, for holding that down for me. I appreciate it. And we're gonna go
I
right
got you.
into, I guess if you want to continue on, and I can just ask you to give me the next slide, please.
Boom.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna meet the S.O.A.R team. Next slide, please. So yours truly, that is me, Rosie McCamry. A little bit about me. Again, I am the founder and CEO of S.O.A.R Hospitality and Travel. I am also a councilwoman in my city of Roselle here in New Jersey. I am also a 21-year actively serving member of the United States Air Force Air National Guard. I am a mother. I am a wife. I do just about everything. I have about 50 million hats that I'm wearing right now. But this is my passion. This is what I do. And I will drop everything for one, God, because I'm a Christian as well. And I love the Lord, but also for my family and for the youth, who I serve and support. And so that is me. And next is my husband, Leon McCamry, my handsome husband of 14 years this year, Mr. Leon McCamry. Mr. McCamry, you want to, yes, unmute yourself and say a couple words, please, for the audience.
Yes. Can you see me? I can't see myself. But anyways,
Yes,
hello,
sir.
y'all. Nice to meet you all. I want to wish all of you a great, successful experience. I'm going to say this. I say this to every cohort, but I want you to ask all the questions. There's no such thing as a silly question or you're not sure. We're here to provide as much resources, as much information as possible. And we also stay connected. So all of the S.O.A.R cohorts that graduated previously, we still remain connected with as providing whatever we can for them. So I just want to just wish you the best. Looking forward to teaching you in a couple of weeks. Well, I guess in the advanced course, I'm teaching you guys. So just wishing you the best. All right. And I want you all to be engaged and interactive so you can get the best out of this program. All right.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, my love. All right, next. S.O.A.R Board of
It's
Directors
me.
Member, Chef Dre.
I've said my few words earlier. Like I said, I'm a chef. I travel. Teach Chris's business owners how to navigate business and kingdom using kingdom building principles. And excited to teach you guys some great curriculum because I got a new instructor too. So I'm excited. We'll keep moving.
Let's go. Tiana is our HR director slash administrator. Unfortunately, she could not be with us tonight, but she will be the one who you all hear from throughout the course of this series. Between her and Diana, you'll either receive calls, text messages, or WhatsApp or emails from one or both of them. So look out for her information. She's phenomenal and she is a great communicator. So if you have any questions or anything that you need from her, please feel free to reach out. Next slide. Dr. Chastity Kennedy.
Dr. Kennedy.
Come on up, ma'am.
Sorry, there we go. Good evening. My camera's on?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our new S.O.A.R Scholars. I just want to say welcome. You guys have made one of the best decisions you can make. And you'll hear this over and over again, but it's so true. It is absolutely going to be whatever you make it. So make sure every time you guys log on, you come ready to pour out, ready to receive, and ready just to connect. Make the connections right now that will help you towards your future. So welcome again.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes, Dr. Kennedy. All right, next. All right, Professor J, you up.
Welcome, everybody. Professor Jay, excited this year to have you guys in a cohort. So this year, like I guess my theme is more so activation. So we revised the business and entrepreneurship a bit to include a bit more focus on using technology to activate your business because we're living in a time where you don't need the things you needed 5 years ago to get going. And there's a lot you could do as a solo entrepreneur. So I hope we got some students that are excited about business, about technology, that's ready to get going. My background is in business. I worked at Apple, Verizon, Yahoo, currently director of AI services at Thrive. So excited to share the journey with you all. If you guys have any questions about the entrepreneurial journey, technology, I'm your guy. So excited to meet you all. Looking forward to it.
What up, fellow sneakerhead? Let's go. Back to
Yes.
you, Rose.
All right, Professor J. Back to you, Chef Dre. Thank you. Miss C, you're up.
Hey everyone, and nice to meet you. I'm actually going to work with you and look forward to teaching you more about yourself, growth development, and what you can do to improve yourself. I teach the mindset aspect in business writing. My background is medical and business, which I've been doing since I can remember. So I've been in both and a serial entrepreneur. So looking forward to working with you, learning who you are, what your aspirations are, and how we can help you move forward in the success of you being a S.O.A.R scholar.
And you'll learn why her nickname is the chiropractor.
Yes. And Miss C, where do you hail from, ma'am?
Originally Ohio and Florida right now. So the OHIO state.
Excellent. So see, you guys got instructors from all over the nation teaching you all, okay? Great stuff. All right, Chef Dre. And Miss Latoya, so she is our emeritus board member. She is no longer an active board member, but she was very instrumental, significantly instrumental in helping to build out our business and entrepreneurship program, and also just being very hands-on in every aspect of our programming and event planning. And so we just wanted to make sure that she was recognized for the work that she's done. And yeah, that's it. All right, who's next? I think that's it. Okay, so there's another video there, but we're going to move on for the sake of time. So about the program, Virtual Business and Hospitality. This is a program that we sort of fused together, and you all heard me mention earlier today that we had started out with our business and entrepreneurship sort of as like a pilot. We wanted to kind of gauge the student sort of interest in business and entrepreneurship, but really our heart and our desire was to incorporate the hospitality and travel concept and the industry of hospitality and travel and all that had to offer. And it's an $11 billion industry that a lot of our young people are really just not privy to. You don't know a lot about the industry. And so this is, fusing the two together. We decided to bring the two programs together and really sort of do a storytelling about how business and hospitality really are combined to make an whatever future you want to have come out of that, right? Everybody travels. Everybody, if you've ever ridden a bus or flown on a plane,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're traveling somewhere.
Yep.
If you've ever gone to a hotel, you're traveling somewhere. Couple that with business, right? You got to know how to work your money. You got to know how to manage them finances in order to be able to travel, right? Let's just say you want to be a chef, you want to open up your own business or your own restaurant, which you're going to get into that. So we want to be able to fuse the two concepts together so that you really understand how one works with the other and how they combine will really set you up for success. Next slide, please. So this is our bootcamp curriculum. So over the next 12 weeks, you're going to be learning everything from tonight is our orientation, but we're kicking right off with our fundamentals of banking, financial management classes on Tuesday and Thursday with fundamentals of budgeting. We're going to move right along to fundamentals of business and then fundamentals of entrepreneurship in week 2. Week 3, we're going to talk about applications of business, applications of entrepreneurship, and we're going to do some pitching, right? You're going to learn how to pitch your presentation. And throughout these classes, what you're doing is you're sort of establishing the foundation, not sort of, you are establishing the foundation of what will eventually become your business concept, right? Your business model canvas you're going to be working on. You're going to be working on your business plan, which is all of that is sort of incorporated and baked into what your business plan will be. Business model canvas, your business, your value proposition. Tell me if I'm getting it wrong, Professor J. Right? And so you're going to be working on that. And I'm going to actually mute myself and have Professor J tell you a little bit more because this is his area of expertise. So Professor J, if you can unmute yourself and just give them a little bit more of what they have to look forward to in the fundamental series.
Yes, yes. So in the fundamental series, we introduce all the basic concepts of business and make sure that you understand not only what a business is, but what's the foundation to you starting your business. So we go over the concepts of vision statement, mission statement, and then how you put that together in what's called a business model canvas. So the business model canvas is literally the foundation to framing your business. So when I say framing, I'm talking about understanding how your business is going to make money. Who are your customers? What are your products? How do you put them all together? How do you connect the dots from your business idea to an actual ending product? How do you deliver that product? How do you reach your customers? So these are all questions that you want to answer. And then we dive a little bit deeper into the value proposition. So that's what are people actually getting from your business, right? When you go to, you know, Chick-fil-A or whatever place you like to eat at, there's some value that you're getting there, right? When you go shopping for clothing, there's some value that you're looking for. So what value does your business bring to your clients? And then we We have other classes that introduce you to credit. What is it? Finance, banking. What is it? We help you with the basics of pitching, and then we also wrap it up with the elevator pitch, right? So that's the high level overview of fundamentals. If you're leaning more towards like if you're not really interested in like starting a business or you don't want to go the business track, we also have the guided research. So when the course starts, you basically are choosing to either do the business track, where ultimately you're going to give an elevator pitch, or you choose the guided research project, where you're going to focus on researching like a school or business or industry that you're interested in, and you're going to share that research with us at the end of the cohort. So we'll get into more details, but that's like the high level overview.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Professor Jay, for that. All right, next slide. And so then we're going to move right on into hospitality and travel. And I'm going to pass the mic right on over to Chef Dre to give you a brief overview of that.
Yes,
Chef?
so the hospitality and travel cohort that we're going to do for 4 weeks is an immersive opportunity to learn more about travel and tourism, restaurants, hotels, the industry in general. So we're going to start with hospitality and service, so you can get a simple overview of what it is, because it's more than just hotels, airplanes, and restaurants. There's so many more things that get involved into going into hospitality and service. And then you'll learn about hotel operations, lodges, and careers. You're going to travel and tourism, which I know is Rosie's favorite one to teach. It's an incredible class. You guys are going to love it. Restaurant operations and careers, culinary basics, where you will actually have a recipe sent to you. So you will have to either talk to your parents or open up your own Cash App and get some of these ingredients that you're going to need for class. Same thing with the baking basics. And then at the end, you're going to have a practice presentation and a final presentation. And so the presentations are twofold. You'll give one presentation where you create your own recipe, and you do a TikTok, YouTube, not YouTube. Well, I guess it could be a YouTube short. You do a TikTok or IG reel type of presentation with your recipe, showing how you made it with the recipe, the ingredients. We had a great one in our last cohort that did an excellent job with the way that she presented it, with the whole video and then her talking over it with a voiceover. It was incredible. So you have opportunity to do that, or you also have the opportunity to plan a trip. Now, this trip is going to be extremely detailed, and you'll learn more about it in the travel and tourism class with Rosie. But you're going to plan a trip. You're going to have a budget. You're going to have people with you. You're going to plan your excursions. You're going to plan when you stop, when you go, how long you're going to stay. I know last cohort we had some kids that actually planned a trip to go backpacking. They didn't have any lodging. They just rented a car and had extra gas containers and water and everything else, and they just went backpacking in a foreign country. So you'll have an opportunity to do that and learn from some incredible instructors along the way. So get excited. It's going to be very interactive.
Yes, and I'm very excited about that as well. So we're going to move right on to our business and entrepreneurship advanced block. I'm going to pass the virtual mic back over to Professor Jay for an overview of this.
Yes, yeah. So the fundamentals get you the introduction, right? Gets you your bearings, so you understand the concepts, like how to think about putting a business together. In applications, we lean a little bit more into the execution, right? So we start with adequate cash flow, right? Because if cash ain't flowing, you don't have a business for too long, right? So we start with the adequate, right? We start with the cash flow because you have to understand some of the basics of how do you track the money coming in and the money going out? How do you do a simple budget? How do you price your product? How do you know if you're projected to do well, or if you're projected to, be broke as a business, not you personally. But then we move into advanced marketing and branding. So the idea here is to understand, just, you're just getting a taste of how do you promote a business? How do you drive awareness? How do you put together messaging? How do you put together a brand, right? The brand is the personality of the business. So these are just classes to give you a taste of those two topics. And of course, you could go to school for this, get a 4-year degree and get your master's. But we like to give you a good taste so at least you understand the concept and you could get started, right? Then we go into credit mindfulness, where we have an excellent teacher that gives you the understanding of how credit actually impacts you on the business side as well. Investing 101, taught by Mr. Tommy, and he does a great, phenomenal job giving you a peek into the investment side of things. So investing, right, is a bit different than running a business, right? So you get to learn exactly what is it. When people say investing, what are they exactly talking about, and how do I do it? So that is an excellent class that even us as the board members often listen into and take notes on. Then we have
Facts.
the entrepreneur mindset taught by none other than Miss C. And listen, if you're not mentally ready, you're not really ready, right? Because you will fold up and cry somewhere if you don't have your mental right, or you will give up too soon, right? So Mrs. C's class is a wonderful class that really helps you get your mind right and puts you in a place where you just prepare mentally, right? And you set yourself up for success. With the business writing, that's also Miss C, right? So you have to understand how is it that you are going to put your ideas on paper, but also what types of ways businesses have to communicate. Then Miss Rosie's favorite class is resume building, right? So no matter where you go after this, you're gonna need a resume. If you decide, you're gonna go to college, you decide you're gonna go get a job, you're gonna need a resume. So that's a very, very important one that everyone should take notes and notes and notes, right? And you are required at the end of advance to hand in a draft of your resume. And then we go into perfecting communications taught by my wife. And then we have the final presentation. So for the fundamentals, you have the elevator pitch, right? It's quick, it's about a minute. For this advanced series, at the end, you have 5 minutes to give a full-on presentation. So you get to make a PowerPoint. You get to walk us through your business, basically putting together everything you learned in the fundamentals course, what you learned in hospitality, because you're doing planning and presenting there too, what you learn in advance, you put that all together in a final presentation. So you want to make sure you end strong, right? So we're talking themed PowerPoints, we're talking following what you learned in perfecting communications in your business writing class and putting it all together so that you can tell a cohesive story of why you're starting your business, what the goal is, who are your clients, how do we reach, so you get time to flesh it out, right? And that's where you want to make your big impact. And if you're doing the guided research, then your presentation will be based on your guided research, right? So you would have a full presentation on maybe the school you decide to research, or the industry you decide to research, or the specific business you decided to research. So definitely want to make sure you end with a bang. You want to make sure you have everything together there. And yeah, Miss C put in the chat, we'll also be here to assist you. Yes, we definitely will be here to assist.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Woohoo! So, real quick, I just want to kind of give everybody a little bit of a breather. I know we just layered you on with a lot of information in probably the last 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. And so I just want everybody to drop in the chat an emoji of how you're feeling right now with all of the information that has been or shared with you from all of the phenomenal individuals that have just unmuted themselves. Professor J, Chef Dre, I want to see some reactions in the chat. Let's see how you're feeling. Overwhelmed, excited, cool. There's Chef Dre with his shades. Let me see some emojis in the chat, please. And that also lets me know that you're listening. So let me see. Yeah, it's okay. I see some excited emojis, some smiling, some glasses, studious, I would call them. Okay, we got another chef, smiley
Not
faces.
glasses with braces. Love it.
Yes, amazing. All right, so I'm feeling the energy in the room. I see. Yes, I see. Keep on dropping them. We got more students than that. We got to make sure we dropping some emojis in there. Yes, like the money
Okay,
tone. All
Isaac with the dollar
right,
signs.
with
Where
the
the
money
money
tone.
reside, where the money reside.
Yes, hungry for the money. All right, so I'm glad you guys are with us, and we just want to make sure that we're staying on track with you. We're not losing you because that's the most important thing. If we're going too fast for you, then we're missing the mark, right? We want to make sure we're slowing ourselves down so that you're getting the information. Now, mind you, we do this day in and day out. This is just a part of what we do, and so we always need to make sure we're being mindful of our audience, and you being our newer scholars. If there's anything that's just a little bit, you have any questions about, please feel free to unmute yourselves, put your hands up, let us know that you have a question in the chat, or just unmute yourselves and we can answer that. All right, so Chef Dre, you want to go over what they'll gain, or would you like me to take this?
You can go. You know what time is it? 7:10. I'll go over this one.
All right.
So, what you'll gain from the program? One of the great things about our program is that we put a lot of time, energy, and effort into getting certifications. Rosie used to work for Rutgers University and used to teach these things to older students, right? And so it's something called micro credentials. So you're going to get a certificate of achievement and a micro credential certificate, which looks great on a LinkedIn profile. It enhances your resume and it lets people know that you took this and actually really dived in and cared about it. So that's one of the things that you'll gain. Roxy, I saw you put your hand up. You got a question?
I had it a little while back, but I wanted to ask just in case for your section, like for the week for the schedule, when you were talking about like making a video, would you have to post that or could it just be in drafts?
You said in drafts?
Would you have to post the video that you make or would it just be like in drafts?
No, you don't have to post it on but it's your video. So if you want to post it on your page, I mean, I would. I encourage all the students to post it because I mean, it's content. And when it comes to food, food is probably one of I think it's like the top four most researched reels. So if you're looking to, build a social media presence, everybody's researching different recipes. Everybody's researching to see. Everybody's so talented. I know you've heard that lady, on IG. So no, you don't have to post it, but you do need to put it in that format and present it. So you would send the video to us for the EOC, or when it's your time to present, share your screen and be able to show the video. Does that make sense?
Thank you.
Excellent question. Excellent question. You also get mentorship, networking, and internship opportunities, which is huge. Like I said, like Rosie said earlier, we've been to now Costa Rica, Barbados, Jamaica, and we've got an exciting trip that's coming up pretty soon. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Volunteerism, leadership development, a chance to win monetary awards. We have a couple of awards that we give out at the end of the year, end of each cohort for top scholar, and we also have an executive board award. So you'll get an opportunity to learn more about that as we go, and then you will be eligible for this summer 2026 international internship program, and we're going to let you guys know where we're going this year. Excited about that. So, Rosie, you want to talk a little bit more about the micro credentials? Because I know that's your
Yeah,
area of
absolutely.
expertise.
Yeah. I think you covered it pretty much, so I don't want to regurgitate anything else.
Okay,
But
well, perfect then.
yeah, we're good. Does anyone have any questions? We may think we covered enough, but does anyone have any questions regarding the micro certification and how that works? No? Going once, going
No
twice?
questions?
All right, let's move it right along, sir.
Well, keep it going.
So,
Announcement. Brr, brr,
yes.
brr.
Brr, brr, brr. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. So we take pride in doing what we do on a day-to-day basis so we can get you where you're going. And international is, again, it's near and dear to our heart. So we don't want to just take it domestic. Like we do field trips here at home, but what a way to make an impact, right? But by going to a different country, working alongside our host country, with those that we've partnered with overseas and bringing our services to them. And so that is exactly what we've done for the last 3 years So in 2023, as Chef Dre mentioned, we went to Jamaica. That was our inaugural internship. We took about 9 students there. The following year, we went to Barbados, and that was super nostalgic for myself and Chef Dre. That was 25 years for me, and a couple more years for Chef Dre, since we had been to Barbados and we had actually taken our students the same place we went when we were in high school. And so,
The same
what a
resort
way.
too. It's
Same resort,
amazing.
worked with the same people. When I tell you, it was phenomenal. And then the following year, which was last year, 2025, we actually went to Costa Rica, and we took about 14 students to Costa Rica, about the same amount to Barbados last year. And it was just the year before. It was just a phenomenal experience. And so we're excited to announce our trip for this year. We will be partnering with BYL, which is Building Young Leaders. It is a nonprofit organization based out of New York City, but they also have now entered international territory. They are also best friends of myself and Dr. Chastity Kennedy, who we've been best friends since we were about 3 years old. And so we are partnering with Building Young Leaders, and they have already established themselves in the Dominican Republic, working with grade school students and bringing their summer camp program, which incorporates STEM and leadership building and community capacity building, all of that they bring to these kids. And so we are going to support their effort by helping them mentor the students there. We're going to be working in some of the resorts there. We're going to be, teaching some of the high school students there. So we got a whole curriculum we're working on just for that alone. And we're very, very excited about that. I know that I've mentioned that to some of the students I've gotten to see in some of these schools. And so this is where we're going next. And you have an opportunity to be a part of that. Right. This energy, I hope that you all, are feeling the energy in the room, right? Because it is real. And you have an opportunity to be a part of this ever growing energy that I feel like is contagious, right? So you have no choice but to get excited about the opportunity for you all and the potential. Not everybody's going to make the cut. I will tell you that, right? But the potential for you all to be a part of this international experience. And then raise your hand. And I say this to all the students anywhere I go. Raise your hand if you know of anybody who's actually doing this already at your age. I'll wait. Because it's probably not many of you. Oh, okay, Roxy, you have a friend, you have friends or a peer who's done this before?
Devon Johnson.
Yes. Okay, Savannah is one of our students. Great
Yeah.
answer, Roxy. Yeah, Savannah is actually one of our scholars. And Roxy, I remember you. You had we had a great conversation about the decisions you had to make in order to make this happen for you. And I'm so proud and happy to see you here on the line tonight. So, yes, so these are the opportunities that are afforded to you. You have amazing chaperones that will be attending. I've attended every internship, and we usually have about 5 to 7 chaperones in attendance, and we have a maximum of 15 students allowed to participate. And this is inter cohort, so it's from previous cohorts and the current cohort. We decide it's a very rigorous process and deciding who attends. But we are very, very excited at this opportunity for you all to now be a part of that decision-making process. Chef Dre, you have
Is there
anything else?
is there anybody Dominican on the call by chance?
Yes,
Anybody?
Yes, I'm Dominican, big
Yeah.
Dominican.
let's go,
All right.
Ines.
So I got a question for everybody that's not Dominican, okay? If you get this, I might send you a little special prize. Who knows? What does I'm probably gonna mess this up because Dominican Spanish is different than the Mexican Spanish that I know. Nintendo. Does anybody know what Nintendo means? Besides who is already Dominican?
Is it a Dominican word?
It is.
Oh,
It's spelled Nitido. Nobody? Okay.
Can someone that speaks Spanish say it?
right. Right, because you may not even pronounce it right.
That's how you
Ivis,
pronounce
is it Ivis? Is that
it.
how you pronounce your name?
No, it's Evie, but I actually haven't heard of that word, and I don't know what he talked about.
Okay. He
So
might have
it means
mispronounced it,
okay.
Evie.
So Evie, say cool in Dominican.
Like, well, I mean, it's different ways you could say it. Like, usually my dad, he'll be like, "Oh, that's heavy." Like, that's.
But he's saying in Spanish. How do
In
you say it in
Spanish.
Spanish? He said in
No, you
Dominican.
say heavy. Like, you just be like, "Yeah, it's just not heavy. Like, it's cool. It's very
Oh,
cool."
Oh, okay,
okay.
okay.
Oh,
Well, it
y'all
means
gonna be teaching
cool.
us some stuff.
It means cool. And y'all can
Okay.
look it up. NITIDO. My Spanish is pretty good. I
Let
think
me
I
ask
pronounced
my
it correct.
dad. I don't know.
Yeah. You get back to us, Evie.
Please do.
All
Shout
right.
out to Pops.
Yes. All right, we're gonna move right along. Anybody have any questions before we move on? I know this is probably like one of the top hot topics of this session here. All right, so we're moving right along the college tours. HBCU universities. We have been to Lincoln, Delaware, and Morgan State universities. Our most recent trip was the fall of last year. We went to Morgan State University. We were packed. We were like packed like sardines in our vehicle. We didn't expect to have the number of students participate, and it was probably our largest group of students. And we had such a phenomenal time. So these are some of the photos of our college tours. We do one in the spring and one in the fall. And so we're looking for you all to participate with us. These are one of the field trips or two of the field trips that we do in person. And as I mentioned before, and some of you in the schools that I visited, we do in-person activities as well. Okay. So this is one of them. All right. And then our annual youth gala and graduation ceremony. Gala. Yeah, depends
Yeah.
on who who says it. Go ahead, Chef Dre. Tell us a little bit about our gala.
Oh man, the gala is absolutely fantastic. So at the end of the year, we have a gala and graduation ceremony. So all the students that are part of both cohorts, spring and fall, get opportunity to come and get your awards for completing the course. You'll also get the opportunity to get whoever the top scholar is. The top scholar has a separate award for each set of the cohorts, and then we get to announce all the greatness. And we have a incredible time. We have guest speakers come in. We have the mayor that comes in. We have, I think this past year we had what is your father like? Like seventh level grandmaster at this point. When
10.
it comes to martial arts. And what did you say, 10?
10, yeah.
So, we have incredible guest speakers that come out and understand what it is that we do with S.O.A.R. We have a great time. We dance. We have fun. You can go back and look at the past videos. Go look at our social media and Facebook page, and we get to showcase and highlight you. It's all about you and the achievement of coming through this entire program, being able to complete it, get everything out of it that you want, and have some fun. Oh, and we eat good too. You get an
Yes, yes.
opportunity to be fed that night as well. And so it's absolutely a blast.
Mhm.
Absolutely a blast.
Yes, absolutely. And we have you come dressed to impress. That is our
Mm-hmm.
night to come decked out. We have a partnership with Rutgers University where we have hosted our galas for the past 5, now 6 years. We're planning on hosting it yet again at Rutgers University. And so, it's really a true testament of all of the hard work and all of the dedication and the energy that's put into everything that we've done throughout the year, and really being able to celebrate you all on a grand level. And so that is probably one of my most coveted events that I love to attend. I love dressing up. And then it just really brings everybody together. And it's just something about that, the spirit of elegance. And, it's right around the holiday season. So it's the ambiance is just set and the mood is just right. And we have, 360 booths. We got games, and it's such good fun. And then we also recognize community leaders and advocates of our community, and those who have actually been a staple in our communities. And so that's a great opportunity for you all to see what's happening outside of S.O.A.R that we can also promote and uplift as well. So we're going to go through our partner
Fantastic.
instructors really quickly. I don't know if we have any of them on the line, but just so that you're tracking who will be teaching you some of these classes. So Ms. Shakira, you're actually going to meet tomorrow. She's going to kick off our fundamentals of banking class. And she will also, I believe, be doing I forget the other class, but it's the fundamentals of banking. And then Chef Dre, can you go back? Because it escapes me.
The credit.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I thought it appeared here, but yeah. So the credit class as well. So the introduction of credit mindfulness. Okay. And then we have Miss Samiko Hartley. She is going to teach fundamentals and applications of business.
That is correct. Wait a minute,
Next.
did I unmute
Yep.
myself?
I can hear you.
Myself.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Next slide, please. All right, and then we have Miss Regina Robinson Harris. She will be teaching the fundamentals and applications of entrepreneurship.
Nice.
And then we have Miss Kiana Walbrook. She is a phenomenal educator. She is also a longtime sister and friend of mine. She's the founder of Spark Leadership LLC, and she will be getting you guys ready for your pitch presentation.
Yep.
And then we have Miss Latanya Barlow, also a high school constituent. We went to high school together. She actually graduated with Chef Dre a couple years before me, but she also is phenomenal in the hospitality industry. She actually is an executive team lead or an executive member of Embassy Suites, I believe.
Actually, she is hometown suites.
Okay.
Yeah, but she works
Okay.
for the Hilton Corporation.
Yes. Yeah.
as
So
a
she's been in
general
the industry
manager.
for some
So,
years.
and I think she's actually now at the S.O.A.R in downtown Louisville.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
so
Excellent. So
still with
she'll
the
be,
Hilton Corporation.
yeah. Okay. So she'll be teaching the hospitality and travel classes that Chef Dre mentioned earlier, a couple of the classes from the
Yeah.
curriculum that Chef Dre mentioned earlier. All right. And then we have Chef Michelle Johnson. She's going to get y'all all the way ready for your baking classes. Okay. She's going to
Yep.
get y'all all the way ready. So make sure you get your ingredients together because you're going to need them for her class. All right.
Yep.
Next class. And then
Then we have
Chef.
a new instructor coming in. I don't have a picture up for her yet, but great chef friend of mine is also a baker. She's going to be doing the hospitality and service class. Dr. Braylon Lee. We went to culinary school together, and she's just a phenomenal teacher. She actually teaches at one of the culinary universities in Dallas. So this will be her introduction to it. She's unable to be on call because she's actually in teaching class right now. So, but you will get to see and hear more from her later.
All right, and then we have Miss Tiandra Robinson. Go ahead, Chef.
Tiandra Robinson, another Shawnee alum, with the high school with her as well, and she's going to be teaching a portion of the business. Jr., which class is Tiandra teaching?
Sorry, I don't have the list in front of me.
It's the marketing, intro to marketing, I believe it's called.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And so she is a phenomenal marketer. They call her nickname is the marketing maven, and she also teaches at one of the local high schools and does the same thing that she'll be doing for you that she does for her students on a regular basis at a high school in Louisville, Kentucky. So excited to have Tiandra on board. Then my boy Tommy Holloway coming out of Florida. He's going to be teaching you about investing. You're going to have an incredible time. He is a very savvy investor. He knows plenty about the industry to really help you, because investing is a business that you can start, but it's a different kind of beast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just and this is recorded, right? He's just the animal to teach it. Love you, Tommy.
And I want to also mention though, regarding the investing class, that was actually a class that your peers, you don't know them, but previous cohort groups of students had asked for, right? And so we do try to tailor our program to meet your needs. And a couple of cohorts back, some students said, listen, we would love to learn more about investing. Do you have any classes on investing? And at the time we did not. And guess what we did? We pivoted, right? We incorporated that into our curriculum, and now we have an investment class. And so we're very excited about that. And that is the type of change that you all will make during this process, right? You're going to tell us what we're doing, how we're doing, and then you're going to ask us if there's anything, or let us know if there's anything that you're interested in learning more about. and we move on from there. So just so that you all know that your voice is very, very important in this process as well. All right, and so we have S.O.A.R hybrid learning. That's more so for larger organizations and partnerships with S.O.A.R and say like your schools. We have a partnership with United Way right now, and some, any other organization or school that is looking to have us come in and tailor our already existing plethora of classes and curriculum that we have, and to tailor it more so for the school's needs. So as they need something, they can pull from the classes that we teach and really kind of tailor to those students who are looking for additional classes on business or hospitality. But that is essentially something that we do with the organizations or the schools that we partner with. And then we have a referral program. So let's just say right now, yes, we do. We have a referral program, and I'm excited about that because we actually just incorporated that as well. And what this means is, let's just say you invite someone to participate, right? You're already on board, you've registered, but let's say you invite someone to participate in the program. Now, mind you, registration ends February 13th, Friday, February the 13th, by the way. And you have time to tell your friend about us. Tell your neighbors about us, right? If you know of someone who might be interested in this program, tell them about us. And at the end of the program, if they continue throughout the program and finish the program, you all get a monetary or a gift card. And so that is our way of incentivizing and really sort of helping to encourage you all to stay the course, and then also encouraging your friends to come and join us as well. Next slide. All right, now is the time. It is 7:31, but we did start a little bit later, so we're right on track and we're almost at the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. We want to get to know you. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to push this off until the very end so we can open up the dialogue, or open it up for rather dialogue, and just so that we can get through the rest of the slideshow with some of the housekeeping rules that we have for the program. We're going to put the slide towards the end, okay? So we're going to go to the next slide, Chef. All right.
Student engagement.
Yeah,
you want to go ahead, Rosie?
No,
sure?
I was going to ask Professor Jay if he wanted to jump in on this one, but go ahead, Chef Dre, if you, either one of y'all.
Or actually, where's Dr. I'm the one that does it for me. Dr. Cassidy, are you available?
Dr. Kennedy.
Okay, Dr. Kennedy is not available, so I'll go ahead and handle it. So these are our student engagement expectations. You will hear this at the beginning of almost every class. Someone's going to give you a soft reminder. So these are some of the things that we expect from you when you come into class. Be present and actively participating. Very key. Small nugget. This is how you put yourself over the top when it comes to, us picking the scholar, the top scholar towards the end of the entire cohort. Being present and actively participating. Come prepared. You will have assignments. There will be some homework assignments. There will be some things that you'll need to turn in. So come prepared with those already done. Respect your peers and instructors. Okay. Be attentive and pay attention. Right. Do your best to show respect for different people's backgrounds. Different people have different, religious backgrounds, different choices, different things that they do. Be respectful in that, and also in having conversations back and forth. Like putting your hand up in the chat, not cutting people off, things of that nature. So be respectful to your peers and your instructors. Embrace diversity and inclusivity, right? We're all different, but we're all the same, right? Because of our diversity, we need to embrace it, accept it, understand it, and we continue to go and grow. Take ownership of your learning, right? Don't make any excuses. Only make results. Okay. Collaborate with others. Team is probably going to be the most important and the biggest thing that you'll be able to do with here. You got to lean on the other people in the cohort. Please do. We collaborate, we build with others, because tell them what kind of business idea you come up with and who might actually be in the group that could help you maximize that business idea. I know we had a young lady in one of our cohorts They had like 3 or 4 people in the cohort with her to build, a product that she was working on. So you just never know. Be flexible and adaptable, and of course, have fun. Please, please enjoy what you are doing. All right, somebody
Absolutely.
said something. You know each other. All right.
So really
Uh-oh.
quickly, just to add a
Oh,
little
no,
bit
no.
more to that, we're not going to go through the Mentimeter, and but to add a little bit more to that, we want to make sure when you're engaging with us, cameras are always on. The expectation is that your cameras are on and that you are actively participating. That is what that actively participating means. That's the operative word right there, because we want to make sure that you all are getting out what we're putting in, right? And you're only going to get out of it what you put in. So we're going to invest in you. We want you to invest in yourselves. We want you to take our time serious. We're going to take your time serious. And so we want to make sure that we are talking to a room full of thriving, young, aspiring entrepreneurs and respected leaders in your own rights, right? So that is going to that, and going back to the take ownership of your learning, make sure that you're doing that, okay? Absence. So if you all have received your email, there is what we call an SOP, or a standard operating procedure document in there that kind of lets you know line by line. There's JR. Yep. We did have the slide up. Think we missed it. But anyway, so the standard operating procedure basically just outlines what is required of you, what we're looking for, and it gives you sort of just a breakdown of everything that we're looking for out of you and everything that you can expect from us. When it comes to the absences and when it comes to the just being present, that is very, very important to us. We do allow for flexibility within the program. We do know that a lot of you are coming from school and other extracurricular activities that you're doing throughout the day. And so this is an after school program, but we also want to keep in mind that there are other, things that you all have obligations to as well. But read that standard operating procedure, because it does give you what you need to know about the number of absences you can actually have without being at risk of being withdrawn from the program, and so on and so forth. Okay. There are makeup classes required if you do miss a class. Okay. So just make sure that you're staying on top of that. And we do keep track. We want to make sure you guys are getting everything out of it. We also have Thursday game night, GAIN, GAIN, where we sort of test you on what you have learned for that week, right? For that Tuesday and those Thursday classes, we use what we call Mentimeter. It's a platform, very interactive and engaging platform, that you all will be able to answer some questions, and it'll be, friendly competition involved, but really just to gauge what you're learning throughout this process. Yes, Miss C said it in the chat. Communication is key. If there is anything that's going on with you, any need that you have, any circumstance that dire situation or circumstance that is beyond your control and you just can't make the class, just make sure you're reaching out to us. Email us, message us on WhatsApp, but make sure you're communicating with us. That's what we expect from you as future leaders. Starting today, make sure you're communicating with us. Okay, Miss C, did I touch everything? I want to make sure that we're touching everything for the classes, because I know you sit in primarily a majority of them. So want to make sure we're touching base for everything.
Yes. Yeah, you touch base. I mean, you said, the big thing, communication is key, and interacting, and let us know that you are being involved and engaging in the classes. You're not just sitting there with your camera off, or you're just not sitting there, not even interacting in the chat or coming off speaker. We don't know if you are there in front of your camera or not. A lot of times, if that's our way to see if you are actually engaging and cooperating with the expectations that have been given.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And sign up for these events that we do in person, right? We don't want it to just be about behind the screen. We want to make sure that is as interactive and engaging as possible in person as well, for those of you who can make it and participate. For these college tours, for any of the community engagements that we host, right? That we're looking for you all to have those volunteer, put them volunteer hours to work for you. Okay, we're looking for you all to participate to the fullest extent possible in these events. It's not just about the course, but it's about how much you put into everything that this course and this program has to offer you. All right, I think I've covered it all. If we miss anything, we'll catch up on it tomorrow. Next slide, Chef. All right, Google Classroom, Professor Jay, you want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah, so please definitely, if you haven't received the link for Google Class, let us know. But I believe it should be in the email that went out for the orientation. That's where we have a lot of the materials. So again, this is a boot camp. So, as much time as you spend, we're really just scratching the surface. So in the Google Classroom, you have more resources, right? So that goes more in depth into what is covered in each class. So definitely go to the Google Classroom so that way, because that goes with this cohort. All right. So yeah, go there and if you don't have access, just email us and we can follow up.
Right, and then the email itself, Professor Jay, you want to touch on the email? What's required?
What do you mean?
Right. So we
Sorry.
can't accept school emails. We have to have personal
Oh,
email addresses.
yes.
And I know a lot of times the students will give us their school emails because that's how they're told to provide their information to us. But we actually need your personal email addresses in order for you all to be granted access to the Google Classroom. Any questions on that?
Yes, also another reason why we can't use a school email is a lot of times it's locked and you can't send us your presentation from that school email either. So just keep in mind at the end of each cohort, you are going to need to send us things, right? So for the fundamentals, you have to send your value proposition draft, your business model canvas. For H&T, there's things you have to send. For advanced, there's things you have to send. So for each cohort, you do need to send through what you worked on at the end of the course.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Professor Jay, for that. All right, so we're going to skip this. We're not doing this tonight. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go back to getting to know you. We're going to turn our presentation off so we can see full screen everybody's faces really quickly. So you can unshare now, Chef Dre. And if anybody wants to come off mute, because that is essentially it. We are done with this portion of our orientation. We are excited once again to have you all. And I would like to hear from you now. I feel like we've talked enough. It is now your turn to unmute and say just a couple things. One thing, tell us what you're looking forward to in this program. Tell us what you're looking to get out of it. Give us something so we know what to expect from you and you can know what to expect from us and we know what we need to pivot on. Real quick. You can either
Roxy, go right
volunteer
ahead.
or, yeah. Go ahead, Roxy.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so something I'm looking forward to getting out of this is that I heard like a lot about Chef Jerry's recipes and his baking classes and his cooking classes. And I really want to see if it's all the hype, you know?
Excellent, excellent. Yes. All right, Kimberly, what are you looking to get out of this class?
Well, firstly, I want to definitely have experience in like the entrepreneurship field before I would start to get into it. And that way I can touch base on things that I still need to work on or I have experience in beforehand.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, we're here to support you in that effort and that journey. All right, Evan. How you doing, Evan? I'm just calling you out now so we don't spend too much time waiting. Go ahead, Evan. What are you looking to get out of this? And what are you excited about?
I'm just trying to get I'm but what I'm trying to get out of it is just like knowledge and like entrepreneurship because that might be something that I want to like pursue in the future.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Summer, what are you looking forward to?
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I hope to get more information about business because I've always wanted to like have my own business, but I was always too scared to like, pursue a career in it. So hopefully this may help for me to at least get more information. And I just like cooking also.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Well, we got you. We got you covered. All right, Alexis, let's go.
Okay, so what I'm looking forward to is basically like just like learning about business and like being prepared for my future because like almost everything is about business and like the workforce if you really think about
Mhm.
it. And like I have family members that like run companies, so like I feel like it's something I want to pursue too.
Excellent. Okay. All right,
Nice.
Isaac.
Um, like more so on the business side, I want to learn like how to invest, manage, and yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And I know Isaac personally because Isaac is one of our community youth community advocates here with S.O.A.R. He was not a member of S.O.A.R. until now, but he was very, very active and has been very, very active with us over the past few months. So Isaac, I'm glad to see that you are now an official member of our S.O.A.R. cohort team. So welcome aboard, sir. All right, Reem. Am I saying that correctly?
Come off mute, Reem.
Yeah, there you go. We can't hear you.
Oh no.
Can you hear me
There we
now?
go. Yep.
All right.
I bet. So, basically, what I'm trying to get out of this program is just like know like the fundamentals of like business, and I feel like this just touches bases on basically all of the categories of business, and I'm pursuing in the business field, and I'm trying to get an internship at a bank this summer, and I feel like this will help me like get there.
Interesting because my husband works for JP Morgan, so I'm just saying we might know somebody. So welcome aboard, Miss Reem. All right, Nabiha. Did I say that right?
So what I'm trying to get out of this program is to gain obviously strong communication, leadership, and more so on business, how to create like a website, an app. Like I'm trying to make my own business, like because my dad does business, so I'm trying to go in that field as well.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, we see we got some entrepreneurs in the making already. Miss Evie. Yes. Dominican translator, because you're gonna come with us to into Jamaica. I mean, excuse me, Jamaica, Lord have mercy. To DR.
Lord of mercy.
Yes, and be our translator for the 2 weeks.
What I'm trying to get out of this is just like basic knowledge, school doesn't really offer any opportunities like this. So when something like this comes up, you just got to take it and you got to do what you got to do. Like, yeah.
I love it. I love the energy, Miss Evie. Already, I love it. All right, Kimberly. No, we said Kimberly. Stephanie. Hi. You come off mute. We can't hear you.
It actually looked like her camera froze.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay, so we'll
go to the
we'll
next
go
one.
to Jay. Is it just saying?
I'm okay just like bored, so I was like I kind of saw it and I was like might as well just like give it a try. So that's kind of like why I'm here.
What did
Love the
you say? You said
honesty.
you were bored?
Bored. I love the
All right.
honesty.
Yes, let's get that energy flowing in there so we can take away that boredness and fill it with something exciting. Okay. All right. Let's see. Jaden.
Jaden.
Oh, did Jaden just drop? No, there's Jaden. Hi, Jaden.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How you
Yes.
doing?
All right. Um, I honestly don't know what I'm looking for. My mom just signed me up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the first step. You'll learn sooner or later what you want to do after this program.
Applied
Okay.
knowledge is power, my friend.
Yeah.
Get to
There you
learning.
go.
Get to
There you
learning.
go. All right. And Stephanie, you ready for us?
Yeah, I had some technical difficulties.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I just want to learn about business and, get ready for college.
Excellent. Okay. Good. All right, Stephanie Sanchez.
Similar to her, I also want like the business and finance knowledge for college because I plan on majoring in business and.
Excellent. Majoring in business, and I believe she said finance at the end. And Jaylene. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, hi. I'm interested in learning like the fundamentals of like budgeting, and I'm looking forward to like practice pitching. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice.
All right. So it looks like we covered everybody tonight. We went a little bit over. We did have some technical difficulties in the very beginning. We did start a little bit later just to give everybody an opportunity to join in and not miss anything. So I think we're still on target for ending on time, considering all things. Does anyone have any questions or anything that they want to add that from our team that I may not have covered, either myself, Chef Dre, Professor J? Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you all. Does anyone have any last minute comments, concerns, questions?
Uh, bring your energy. Definitely,
Yes.
please contribute. And by energy, I don't mean you have to be super excited and loud, but I just mean participating. So everybody, please participate in the classes. We'll have breakout rooms. We have time for you to
Yes.
engage. So please, please, please engage.
And tell your friends about us. You have up until Friday to get some people enrolled, and as long as they stay the course, they'll get a gift card, and we might even give you a gift card for recommending them and referring them. But they would have to stay through the end. Okay, so that is a part of our incentive program. I believe you do get a gift card, and then if they don't get a gift card, you get a gift card for referring them. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your mom and them, your daddy and them. Let them know about S.O.A.R. And let's go. Chef Dre, you have any final thoughts?
I do not, except for have fun.
Yes.
Just
Enjoy,
enjoy
ladies
yourself
and
and have fun.
gentlemen. Enjoy the journey. All right. That being said, have a great evening. We look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at 6:30 on this same link. So follow this link for the next 12 weeks. This will be the link that you're using. In the event that you don't get the email, for whatever reason, you don't get a WhatsApp group chat from us, just know classes are Tuesdays and Wednesdays unless said otherwise. And make sure to use this same link, okay?
Tuesdays and
With
Thursdays.
what I say, Tuesdays and Thursdays with 3 Wednesdays baked in. Yes, thank you, Professor J.
With 3 Wednesdays.
All right,
I
guys,
love it.
ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. Let's soar, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Let's
Good night,
Have a
everybody.
good
soar.
Let's
night.
soar. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night. All right. Good night, team.
Good night.
All right.